Brosplay!
Alright, let's go kill.
Can you do something for me? Okay, so
What?
can you go... See that statue to your left? Yeah, can you go behind him? Behind the statue?
Okay.
So you're like looking up at the statue? No, like go... Yeah, so you're looking up at his butt, right?
Okay, yeah.
But like, go... Yeah, there. Now pull out your RPG. Use as directed?
You know what to do.
Nicely done. Shout out to my friend from high school who did that, and for some reason, 8 years later, I still remember that.
Props to them for just how good that looked.
Yeah, that was great.
That was fantastic.
2008? Whoa! Whoa!
Props to them for giving us this monster.
Is this Simpsons hit and run? That was the flightiest control. Like, that felt like it feels like your car is not on the ground.
It's not. Nilsson floats everywhere he goes.
I think it's Mewy.
Yeah, Mew, she just has that, you know, like that cloud that follows you around in Mario Kart. Mew just has one of those.
Yeah.
She's just
The
standing on a
Tanuki?
cloud.
No.
Tanuki.
No, Tanuki's it's a raccoon.
Hello.
Like a special raccoon. Boy, to be a special raccoon.
I just love that I'm getting shot from every angle and I'm unfazed.
You're
Largely.
only like 30% health down too.
It's definitely very different. Oh, and my hood. Very different from the first game. In the first game, you had to be like perpetually worried that you were gonna get shot and killed.
On this fucking color in this game.
I know. Look,
Like-
the water's blue.
That's also how I'm feeling about Red Dead, man. Like Red Dead 1 is basically like brown, and then the second game is like there's green and there's blue. I didn't know that they had that back in the West.
Yeah, I thought it was just all grayscale.
Yeah. Well, that's how the West is always depicted, because that was where like the most brutal places were, because people settle down in the nice places, right? That's how it goes.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that's so true.
There's weapons in the back, and they're actually items.
Yeah, well, if I lose them, my cargo value drops, and I'm pretty sure my cargo value already dropped because I smashed this with my car on the
That
way
is so
in.
cool, man. I also love this color in a car.
And I love the old truck style.
Whoa.
Hey, that guy actually saw me before he came around the corner. Did you notice that?
That's
He was
cheating.
yeah, he has a bot.
Guy's got hacks.
You can see through the walls,
He's a
man.
hacksaw.
Hacksaw. I haven't heard that word in years.
Yeah, I like
Literally
to, I like,
years.
I like to say stuff that I haven't heard in years.
What is prawn?
Prawn?
Yeah.
I believe it's just porn.
Okay, that's what I've always assumed because it has the same letters.
There's...
My guns, motherfucker.
Was he actually waiting in that bush, or was that coincidence?
I think it was good timing, but I just lost more than half the value of my guns.
Yeah, wait, you picked up more than that money
Yeah,
in the first mission.
it's about the principle of my guns, though.
The principle is a term for... That's funny you say that, because the principle is the term for the thing you're protecting. It's a bodyguard term.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just watching Bodyguard, and he refers to the lady as the principal.
Interesting.
The principal was in danger. Well, she's not. She doesn't work. My school joke is not working.
Am I gonna make it there in time?
You gonna lose if you don't, or can
I
you
don't
just
know.
walk there with no guns? Yeah.
That was really effective, though.
And wow. That was really good. You were super effective at killing that other guy. I mean, you failed the mission, but it was still pretty good.
I really want to strap some C4 to a vehicle because I have a feeling it'll be more effective in this game than it was in the first.
The last game couldn't really do a lot of what it was trying to do. Like it didn't really like shit didn't load fast enough, and you were like moving too quickly, and you'd like run into buildings that were there, but you couldn't see them because the game couldn't react in time. And that's like,
Yeah, I ran into a sign and then it came into view after I hit it.
a term that I really enjoy using when I'm trying to decide whether I'm right in the decision I'm saying about a game, is I used to use the term as intended. Obviously, you can break just about any game, but if I'm driving at the speed I'm supposed to go and I run into something in a place I'm supposed to be, then the as intended isn't working very well, right? Or rather, it's not working as intended.
Yeah, you haven't cheesed the game. The game's just not working all that well.
Cheesed you. Why did you hit it again?
Well, oh no.
It's in the river.
Oh no. That's not good.
The contract value is dropping rapidly.
Oh my god.
I do love that logo though, but the problem is I have that hat and it's a great hat. It's a toque, but it kind of looks like I have a pirate hat to most people, so I don't like to wear it.
It does kind of look like a skull and crossbones. How do I buy things?
You order them.
Order them, eh?
Yeah, through support. But you probably don't have anything.
Stockpile.
There you go.
Oh, interesting.
You have nothing available.
So we just haven't got there. That's chill.
I haven't heard that in years.
That's chill.
Everybody I used to hang out with used to say shit like that. They would say things like, "I'm gonna peace now."
I still like that one.
It's cool if I peace. No, it's not cool.
One of my favorite things to say is it's so aggressive, but if I'm like I need to go soon, I'll just be like, do you mind if I fuck off? I don't know why, or like, do you mind if I get the fuck out of here? I just, for some reason, I feel like I have to say it that way. I don't know what it is. Because it almost seems rude to say, hey, can I leave? I would rather say something a little more colorful, a little more engaging.
My go-to is it cool if I take off?
Yeah, and that is somewhat lukewarm. It's somewhere in the middle.
Or get out of my way!
I'm leaving. Gotta take a shit.
Look at this fucking Panama Canal hat guy. That's what it's called, by the way, a Panama hat.
Oh, really?
Those
big, wide brims?
Yeah. No, not the wide ones. Like the one he was wearing was like a soft thing.
Are those ones you always see them do like desert expeditions with?
Exactly.
Okay, a Panama hat.
Yeah. That's a huge part of the success of the Panama Canal. Was the use of but no, it wasn't actually.
The Panama Canal.
I'm sure those hats just came out of Panama.
And
Panama!
Well, I wonder if they came out of Panama or if they were used in Panama during like the construction of the canal. I used to think that song was called Animal.
Yeah, Animal. I used to think the same thing.
Is that by? Who's that by? That's not by Def Leppard. They actually have
Steel Panther.
Oh, okay.
Or is it? I always mix it up. There's one out there that it's like they're like an 80s band, but it's sort of like a parody of an 80s band, and they have one of those names like Steel Panther. I can't remember if Steel Panther is legit.
Is legit or not?
Yeah.
I would not know. I'm very poorly versed in that era.
Why are you taking the London route?
What do you mean the London
You're
route?
in the left lane.
Motherfucker!
It's like, you're transporting valuable goods, man. You should probably be going in the direction that this is the second time you've done it too. Like, what are you like leaning to the left over here, buddy?
I don't know.
You know that expression, how's it hanging? That's a dick reference. That's a dick question.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've only ever heard a dick response once.
Yeah.
Someone said, "How's this hanging?" and someone else is like,
to the left.
"Small, shriveled, and to the left." Gotta be honest. Gotta be honest.
Like a man with two penises says to his tailor when he asks him if he dresses the
which
left
way
or the
he
right.
wears. Yeah.
Yes.
That's Slevin? Lucky number Slevin?
It is not. It's
Lucky number
Slucky
Slevin?
like a blago.
Slucky lumber Slevin.
Slucky like a blago.
I love lumber Slevin.
That'd be great if they made a sequel that was called Slucky Never Blevin. And it was like the same like twists and turns, and you were like, I've seen this.
But he has a stroke in the movie.
And everything's like slightly off. Like Lucy Liu is like a slightly different looking actor.
You ever heard of an Oklahoma City Shuffle? Almost there. Everything
is like
everything about it. Instead of killing that guy with a baseball, he kills him with a tennis ball.
And then like the guy, like the Jewish man's assistant's name is Ball instead of Saul, and he's like Ball.
God, Saul is such a. It just sounds like such an old surly dude. Saul.
Is it short for something?
I don't know.
Soul.
Salmon? No, I don't know. Solano, that's the bad guy. Okay, kind of sounds like a spice. Like, yeah. I'll get the Cobb salad with no Solano on it, please.
Extra Maracaibo.
Yeah, that actually would be a really good salad. Little Maracaibo with no
sport
Solano.
bike on the side.
Just hate that Solano.
Yeah,
but in all reality, cilantro is brutal.
I enjoy it. I'm pretty sure it's in Pica.
Pico?
Pico?
Yeah, it's in Pica.
Isn't it pica what I get? Like the salsa that I get?
Pico de gallo is what it's called.
Pico.
Sorry, am I here to help you or kill you?
Retrieve the Devastator or devastate the Retriever. It's all up to you, Agent.
Okay, so he was the Devastator. We have found out what we're supposed to do.
Contract cancel's a weird way to word my successful mission.
Oh my god. So I guess I have to go pick him up then.
Sure. You know what? A cruise missile.
Up in that.
It was talking about artilleries and cruise missiles. When Tom Cruise jumped on the couch, like 80,000 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a cruise missile. Almost blew up his career.
That's so funny. On Oprah. Way back in the day on Oprah.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at it now, it's like it didn't happen. Like that, he's doing quite well.
And in
for
light
good
of
reason,
this,
man. He's a really good actor.
He is.
And he pushes himself really hard, physically. He does some unreasonably physical things in his movies. Like, I'm pretty sure he actually... Talk to him, man. I'm pretty sure he actually held onto the side of a plane as it took off. Like, you've seen that, right? In not Ghost Protocol, the one after it.
Yeah, the one that's like taking off on the water?
Yeah, no, it's taking off from no, it's on a base. He runs to it and he jumps onto the side of it and he holds onto the door as it's taking off.
Sorry,
it's a giant plane.
Did I just... Man, it's a light tanker.
Yeah, you getting... Oh, the Devastator!
Nice! Oh my god.
They put the tank there so you think you're gonna ride it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Wow.
That is amazing.
There was no sense of humor in the first game.
No, props to you guys. Seriously, now that we can really see these side by side, this is fantastic.
I'm so glad that we went like almost right to this game. Like we had like 3 sessions of Fable and then went to this. Like we have not had a long time. I actually thought we were just gonna spend a whole bunch of time not playing any Mercenaries games before going back to this one.
But no, man,
this was a good decision.
Great.
Man.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
So the trick with this one is to not push it. I mean, of course, play it as long as we like and beat it if we like it. But like, we can't be playing this game when we don't want to, because that's what happened with Mercenaries 1, and we pushed it too hard.
Yeah, I agree. Look at this little fucking Nissan.
And I love the decision that you made about quitting, no matter what. That was a great decision.
Yeah, I hope people enjoyed it. I thought it was a good final episode. It was a great way to wrap things up.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing people needed is to watch us try and like force our way through something just to get to the end of the game.
Well, given the amount of retrying shit that we did.
Well, and the lack of checkpointing.
Yeah.
Just come on, man.
Checkpointing's a problem.
Yeah, definitely need some checkpointing. Like I said, that's why I like playing PC games, because you get to make decisions like, screw you, I'm just going to go through this wall, or screw you, I'm just going to load back to where I was. I appreciate that.
What? You like hacking?
Yeah, well, let's say you're playing a game like Oblivion or Fallout 3, and you get to an area where you think, well, I personally just think it's dumb the way they set it up. So I'm just going to walk through this wall instead of having to deal with all this crap that they set up for me.
I'd never do that, because when I find dumb crap, I just stop playing it.
Fair enough.
Unless it's so egregious that I want to make a video about it.
And that's the only time you'll keep playing?
Yeah. Although generally,
I believe that.
I don't want to make negative content, for the most part.
Hit pieces? Like, you don't want to do...
Yeah. Like I don't want to... You know, I eventually want to talk about Ratchet and Clank in a Mitch show, and it's obviously going to compare other games, but I don't want to just make a video about how much I disliked what they did with the new Ratchet and Clank. Like, it's just not worth the time. It's also hard to make it funny. Because, like, if it's funny enough, then maybe that wasn't that bad. Like, if you managed to find enough moments of, like, hilarious shit, then maybe wow, you almost got in there.
And I love
It
how
was
I
an
took
excellent dismount.
I took no damage from the explosion. All
He opened the door for you.
Thank
you. Have to go to Gunner.
Oh shit.
Nice.
How do I get in? There we go. There we go. Okay, this is good.
I was very interested to find out how your health regeneration works this time. And that is so funny. This whole thing is hilarious. Like, this is like, you could throw the whole Curb Your Enthusiasm music over this moment. He comes out, he's like, oh, I thought it was my gunner banging on the door after he got shot in the face. And then you take his grenade and he's like, no, wait, no.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. That's what it feels like, man.
That's exactly what it is. Wow.
Kaboom. Big old
Kaboom,
chunk of metal.
Kaboom. Kaboom.
I remember, you remember, fuck.
That was Marilyn Manson.
You remember the,
Famous for his men.
what am I talking, what am I thinking of? Not, shit, Yahtzee. What the fuck is Yahtzee from?
Yahtzee? Escapist?
The Escapist. You remember.
Zero punctuation? Was
Zero punctuation, that's right. So you remember Yahtzee. He had a big issue with this game because of how easy it was.
Right.
But
well, we haven't been given the thing that makes it easy yet, so.
Oh, that's true. But
Well,
regardless, it just seems like certain games are, in a way, designed to be easy. Are they not?
Just Cause and Saints Row are games intended for you to just go balls out and just do ridiculous shit and not worry about realism and or objectives and all that stupid shit. And usually their objectives kind of match that shit. Like most of the time, like Just Cause 3, the main objective most of the time is blow shit up, and the gameplay works really well for it. It doesn't say
Just Cause
blow shit up
good
and then like give you like a low health count and make it hard for you to use your grappling hook.
This guy can't land the thing because this is in the way. You got a big old circle, buddy, and you had to put it right in the middle.
He just gave up.
Yeah, well, what am I gonna do now? Do you want me to write this thing for you? I can't do anything with it.
Hit it really hard
I-
with your tank.
Okay,
You don't want to shoot it. That's not going to solve any problems.
Well, I'm thinking I might have to destroy the helicopter. There we
You
go.
got it. Watch
There we
this.
go.
Watch
There
this.
we go. Nice, smart play, brother.
Oh, I thought he was picking up the tank. I thought that was like a magnet, and so he just missed and gave up.
Oh no. Delivery. All right, move. I do love how hilariously simple it is to move giant pieces of metal like this.
It just keeps going.
It would so not be as trivial as it seems. Okay, can we go-
Universal Petroleum Depot. That is actually a very accurate name. Like, do you know Esso?
Yes.
Do you know what it's called that?
Eastern Standard Seaboard Oil.
No. Standard Oil. S-O. Esso.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
3M used to be like mining minerals and machining or something like that.
And now they make everything.
Yeah. My point though is like their name is catchy now. But like before it was just like they just named it what they did and then just walked away. It wasn't even like Milwaukee machining. It was just like machining, manscaping, and more.
Yeah, I find that kind of...
That's it. That's reinforcements. That guy's calling reinforcements.
It's a reinforcement. Yeah, I've noticed that there's a lot of places with very uninventive names. Like you'll just have like Southern Ontario Ironworks. All right. Southern Ontario's a big place, and there's a lot of people that work iron there.
If you need iron, like a large sum of it, you're a pretty serious business. Are you gonna go to Boinko's aluminum or Southern Ontario aluminum?
Fair enough.
Unless Boinko was gonna do it much better. But even then, you're like, I don't know if I want to associate with that. Kind of sounds like a slur.
Well, yeah, I can appreciate that if they have a name like Boinkos. But there's some places have slightly more interesting names. There's just a lot of people that their name is just simply based off wherever they started, I just use Southern Ontario as an example because I don't want to oust any localized towns, but Brampton Contractors or something like that. And it's like, really? Think you're the only contractor that's gonna come out of Brampton? It's a big old city, man.
How about A1 Contracting?
I don't. Where does that A1 come from? I see that all over the place.
It's the Yellow Pages.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
There's
an
dumb.
A1 of basically everything in every town. There's an A1 taxi.
So
there's
dumb.
an A1 contracting. I'm sure there's an A1 plumber and an A1 what's it called? I don't know.
That's just. It totally makes sense. I completely see that.
Which is where I'm pretty sure where the term A1 comes from, like as it being a positive thing. Like you're number one. You're the first one.
I've never really heard that used that way, if I'm honest.
You never heard Matt Champion say, "Y'all don't want my spot because you know that I am A1."
Who's Matt Champion?
Oh, okay. This Let's Play is over.
Seriously, who's Matt Champion?
He's from Brockhampton. I'm just joking.
Oh,
Obviously, I know you
okay,
don't know that.
okay.
But it wasn't obvious enough that you knew that I didn't know that, so it was confusing for you, which is my apology.
I like that he just throws that shit over his shoulder now.
That's awesome, man.
I also like that C4 can be thrown. In the other game, you had to manually do C4, like you place it on the ground.
Toss it over there. No, not the grenade. The slow-moving grenade. I meant the C4.
It's not gonna get that far.
Oh, I thought you could toss it to the building at least.
Oh, that could work potentially.
I just thought maybe C4 would take on the building.
I
cluster bombs.
I don't think one C4 will do it.
Do you remember that?
Curious to see. Oh, I almost had him.
Do you remember that PSP commercial where the guy is sitting next to the dude on the plane and he's like, "Cluster bomb, cluster bomb."
Not really.
Oh.
No. Wait, why? I thought I had 3.
No, free.
Yeah, but no, I thought I had 3 before. Oh, you actually can't bring it in while there's an anti-air around.
Could you in the last game?
Yeah, it would just get shot down and you'd lose money.
Oh.
Oh, bitch. Oh. Ooh. Apparently,
You got 14 minutes, Bosh.
I got what?
14 minutes. You got a deadline.
I can do it.
You got time to crunch.
I can do it.
The PSP, though, what a bad decision to have only one analog stick.
Yeah, it's a very...
Like, have you ever played a video game before?
It's a very awkward setup.
This seems like it's gonna get old fast.
Well, I just don't like how long it takes, that's for sure. And all they did was switch A and B for this one.
That was something actually that I used to think that QuickTime events were so cool with God of War. And playing a lot of it, I realized that you are so distracted with it that you don't, as a player, get to watch what Kratos is doing. Because you're focusing on making sure you do it.
Well, because if you don't, it's ruthless. You just lose, like, immediately.
Yeah, so it's not really that rewarding. And there's games like Devil May Cry 4 has this counter ability where you can counter other people, and there's no prompt for it. You have to time it correctly. And they don't tell you, but you can counter the final boss with his, like, crazy weapon. And it's so cool because they didn't make you do it. If it was a QuickTime event, the impact would be gone. But because they let you decide on that, it's awesome.
Giving the player the control also gives them the ability to fail, which makes it worth winning.
Yeah.
When you give the player this linear sequence, you had an example in one of your Mitch shows where you were playing Tomb Raider, the new one, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and all you had to do was push forward and X
and
to jump.
Yeah.
And that's just sad because when it's over, even though it actually was probably better than the QuickTime event because you actually got to enjoy it,
Yeah.
it still just doesn't feel like you did anything.
See, the thing about that game is that it feels like two different people fighting each other on what they wanted their game to be. because that moment was actually fucking hilarious. Like, I'm just skirting a helicopter. Oh, you do have a grapple.
Oh, requires the mechanic. It's so dumb that they would even put that
you
there.
You have the grapple, but they won't let you use it?
Apparently.
That's fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us. Next time we will listen in with the listening posts.
Yeah.